Hey guys, this week for Weapons Wednesday I've got some really cool stuff to show you. But before we begin, if you could just like this video and subscribe to our channel, that would be awesome. So as you can see, I've got all of these unopened boxes in front of me, and Amanda was nice enough to go back into the warehouse and grab some random items and wrap them up. So I have no idea what any of these are, so it'll be fun to open each thing and just kind of see what Amanda got for us and review each item. So I'm just going to start with this one right here that's in front of me, and let's see what we got. Oh, gold batwing throwers. Nice. I think it was probably about maybe a couple months ago I showed off the silver batwing throwers. So this is a gold version of those. Let's just take a look. I actually really like these. Okay, so they come 3 to a pack, and they're in this really nice nylon case, and they look really cool. I mean, that's got that like gold finish on it. This is actually a 1065 German surgical steel. So this is a really good steel to be used in throwers. What I like the most about these, other than the fact that they look really, really awesome, is that they're super easy to throw. Like for beginners or anyone. I'm just going to go ahead. I've got these pumpkins right here. I wasn't sure if I was going to use any of them today, but since I've got something to use one on, I'm just going to throw it up on the Wing Chun dummy and just show you how easy they are to throw. Now, I've never thrown one at a pumpkin before, but I don't know. For me, I just throw them like this, and they just kind of stick really nice and easily. So it's one of those things kind of like throwing stars where you don't need a lot of practice. They just kind of work. They're really easy to throw. So I love these things. I really love all the bat-shaped throwers. I think they're super awesome. And these ones are really cool too, just because they look so great. And then I also really like the fact that it's gold, because if you're out in the woods and you're throwing this at trees, you're going to be able to find it easily because the sun will just kind of reflect off of this. It's really nice that way. I mean, black throwing stars are great, but you lose them easily, so that's the problem with those. But I'm going to go ahead and put that away, and let's check something else. All right. You know what? This looks kind of cool. You know, one thing I should probably state as I'm opening all this stuff is these are all weapons, so there's going to be different laws in different areas, so make sure you check your local laws before carrying or playing with any of these items. All right, so this is interesting because I wasn't expecting one of our older weapons. This is something we've been carrying for 20 years. So this is the 3-section Converta staff. I like these. I actually really like these. This allows you to, have a bow staff and also learn a 3-sectional staff at the same time. So that's pretty awesome. So these things are great. I like that aspect of them, that they can transform really easily into a bow staff. But the thing I don't like about them is that they're made out of a really thin-walled aluminum. Which is fine because it keeps it light. Like, that actually looks really nice. It's a little loud. I mean, I can hear the chain just jingling around in there. But it feels comfortable and it feels nice. The knurling right here for the grip is actually in the ideal spot for my hands, which is great. Definitely nice and light. You could use this for learning all of your different kata. I don't think I would ever attempt to strike something with this though, because it's a thin-walled aluminum, that's just going to dent in if you strike it hard. Also, the joints are probably not strong enough to take striking, so I probably wouldn't do any striking with this. But as far as a training weapon, something to learn, I mean, that's pretty awesome. I actually like that a lot. And then you can practice all your 3-sectional staff techniques with this. Really cool. I guess if you're looking for something a little better quality, we manufacture our own stuff in America. We manufacture some really good high-strength, thick-wall aluminum, 3-section staves, bow staves. Also, we use steel. We use all sorts of metal to make some really cool weapons in the U.S. But this is definitely awesome. So I like this. Let's go ahead and check something else. All right, so which one should I go to next? I think I'm going to grab this guy. You know, it's funny, my butterfly knife is just covered in goo because I use it all day to cut tape on boxes. Okay, Ninja Diversion bombs. Now this is different. We don't normally do things that aren't weapons, but I'm down for this. So these guys, you've probably seen them before. They carry them at certain convenience stores. Sometimes you'll see them at fireworks stands. They're fun. They're like a kid's toy. What they are is they're filled with baking soda and then this little packet of vinegar. So when you squeeze the packet of vinegar, it releases the vinegar into the baking soda and then it expands with a chemical reaction. It's kind of like a science project or something, but what it does is it expands so much that eventually this little pouch just pops really loud. So we got a bunch of them years ago and we started thinking, this would be awesome to use as a ninja diversion bomb. Like for instance, if you're on a ninja mission and you've got to distract someone so that you can go a different direction, these are actually perfect because all you do is you just squeeze the bag and then you throw it in the direction that you're not heading, and then as it pops, you go the other direction. So actually really cool for that kind of situation. But let's go ahead and test this out real quick. I don't want to make a mess. That's one thing about these that you should be aware of is you should really only use them outside because the baking soda tends to get onto fabric and just make a mess. But all right, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop this really quick, shake it a little bit, and then I'm just going to throw it over here and let's watch that thing explode. Usually takes a few seconds, and it's nice because it gives you enough time to kind of move in the other direction. And come on. Jeez.
Ooh, that was scary.
that was so loud. So yeah, as you can see, they really would distract someone if you were to throw that in the opposite direction. And as you can see, it just left a little bit of baking soda on here. Now that's completely non-toxic. It's just baking soda and vinegar. So you don't have to worry about that, but still made a mess. I don't like that. But all right, here, I'm going to clean that really quick and then we're going to go on to the next item. Okay, so we just got everything cleaned up and I'm going to move on to the next item. That was actually kind of messy. So let's grab this guy right here and just see what's in this box. Oh. Okay, so this is the Knuckle Duster Slingshot. This is a funny one for me to do because I've never really liked this item, to be completely honest. It just seems like, why would you combine a knuckle duster and a slingshot? I mean, it's a nice knuckle duster. That's actually really strong. Look how I've just left that big dent in there. But I guess the combination of a slingshot and a knuckle duster just seems weird to me. But I guess if you think about it, if you wanted a long-range weapon and then you also needed a short-range weapon, it's kind of a cool combo. But let's see how this works. It looks like it's kind of hooked together like this, and it comes with some tools. Looks like it comes with a couple of Allen wrenches. So let's pull those guys out. And then a screw. So apparently we have to unscrew this using one Allen wrench. So we'll do that really quick. Okay. And then it looks like we just put that on there, and we use the other screw to kind of hook that on there. So let's do that really quick. And we'll use this Allen wrench. Just kind of hook that on there. Okay, and then it looks like we just hook these guys into these little holes. Okay, that's kind of cool. I mean, that's pretty slick actually. So that's in there, and then we just got to do the same thing with the other side. There we go. Okay. So yeah, so I guess you would hold it like a knuckle duster and then pull back. Looks pretty good. If I had something here to shoot at the pumpkin, I would. I guess I could grab one of these screws that came with it. Just throw that in there and test it out, see if it's actually worthwhile. Actually, this might ricochet and hit my face. That might not be good, so give me 1 second. This thing was on the wooden dummy, so why not, right? And it's getting close to Halloween time. Okay, now hopefully it won't ricochet and hit me. Oh wow. So that just went right into the pumpkin, which means we lost the screw. But actually a pretty powerful slingshot and a really nice knuckle duster. So pretty sweet. And it made a big hole there, so overall, you know, it's a pretty cool weapon. Anyway, I'll put that away and let's just go on to the next. Okay. So we got this guy. All right. So this is a penknife flashlight. So I've shown some pen knives off before in my videos, but never this one. This one's unique because it actually has this really nice LED flashlight on it, which would be really helpful if you're you know, walking around at night and you need to spot something. So yeah, definitely convenient to have. And then to use a knife, just pull that out, and we have this little blade. It's a little, approximately 2 inches, but a really sharp blade. So that's pretty cool. It's serrated. I mean, it's not. I guess it's not good in the respect that I don't think we can take this off and connect it to this portion, so we don't have much to hold on to here. I probably wouldn't use this as a self-defense weapon. I mean, it's definitely sharp enough to stab a pumpkin, but what knife isn't sharp enough to stab a pumpkin, to be honest? So in that respect, you've got at least a knife that could protect you, but this is so small, and I guess I'd probably rather have some other sort of weapon if I was going to need a self-defense weapon. But it's still cool. I mean, I love hidden weapons. It's just this one is probably not my favorite, but I know there's people who will like it. So let's see if it writes okay, though. I mean, that's kind of cool. Yeah, it writes. It's got nice black ink on it. And then it says on here also is this is considered a concealed weapon, so definitely check your local laws before even considering carrying something like this. But kind of cool. I mean, there's some neat things about this. It's just not my favorite hidden weapon. So I'm going to put that away, and let's go on to the last item, which is what I showed off in the intro. And I am super excited about this. This is probably one of the coolest swords that I've ever seen, at least coolest Chinese sword. So let's take a look at this. This is the Ming Dynasty sword. And if we look at this, it is so heavy. So heavy. This is 5 pounds, which is almost too heavy. But then if you take off the scabbard, the sword itself is around 2.5 pounds. But this is actually a 1060 carbon steel blade. Most of these like Chinese swords will use a spring steel or a stainless steel. This is actually a really good high quality carbon steel blade. It's a folard blade. It's a double folard blade, which you can kind of see here. And the reason they do that, they fuller a blade is to actually reduce the weight on them. So this is lighter than it could be had they not had a fullered blade. But it feels really comfortable. Like I could definitely see swinging this. What's so cool about it is it's got these heavy brass plated castings all over the scabbard. I mean, that's what probably makes it weigh so much. You can tell it's wood on the inside, but I mean, this thing's just covered to the brim with all kinds of cool ornamental brass castings. So really awesome. And then we also have the brass plated castings all over the hilt of the sword. Looks just amazing. I mean, this is honestly one of the most stunning looking swords I think I've ever seen, at least a Chinese style sword. So I'm super into this thing. See if there's anything else I need to tell you about it. It's approximately 38.5 inches overall, and then the sword itself without the scabbard is about 34.5 inches, but all the details for that will be on the website. And that's about all I have to tell you about that. But if you have any questions on this or any of the other items I showed off in this video, definitely leave them in the comments below. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to our channel, and check out KarateMart.com because we sell all sorts of really cool items on there, including swords, ninja supplies, everything like that. But until next week, we'll see you Weapons Wednesday.